Hey guys, welcome back. You ever drive a race car professionally, move up through the ranks, get sponsored, only to be intimidated by the current champion? I know you know what I'm talking about. All the while, you just want to drop the hammer. All you want to do is drop the hammer. In this proof of concept, we're gonna drop the hammer. I'm gonna drop the hammer all over your
Alright guys, let's check out what Melbatos is packing. So, as you move down here, you will notice that the main controller for this is the G29 steering wheel, and it comes with the pedals as well, which you'll see in a minute. So, it will control everything, the menu system and everything. And as you come down, you'll see the pedals, and I'm going to cut the riser so that the pedals can be snug underneath and then put the front panel back on. So for right now, for the proof of concept, it's just about functionality and testing. So it was working perfect, which I'm pretty excited about. Alright, as we move around, you'll notice that the CP is a birchwood plain CP from DIY Retro Arcades. There's no holes cut in it because I'm not going to need them. Everything can be controlled by the steering wheel, as I'll show you when we demonstrate the system. Okay, let's continue. So the skin, I'll have a skin on the system eventually, but for right now, it's just got the old Neo Geo skins. We will decide on what graphics we want and put those on the cabinet pretty soon here. So, alright, so let's talk about the brains of the operation, the PC itself. So it is a run-of-the-mill PC, but it's got some custom software. It's by a company called Arcade1up. The guy produces an awesome product. So the reason why I went with this is because I wanted an out-of-the-box experience for this modification. I don't have as much time these days to do this kind of stuff, so this is a customized HyperSpin build that just has racing games. It has other games on it, but it's just defaulting to open up racing games and strictly racing games. You'll see that in a moment. So as we come around the front, I think it's about time to show some functionality testing so I can show you how this thing works and how you navigate the menu system.
So literally out of the box, the D-pad will control the HyperSpin menu. You've got a, you can just cycle through the games, and it's like I said, it's gonna be all racing games. All right, so as you're cycling through the games, obviously that's pretty self-explanatory. We'll go to Daytona, USA. All right, once you get here, you're gonna have a couple options. So the option button is mapped automatically on the G29 wheel to select the game. So it's gonna be set as A. The button that says share is actually mapped to coins. And then your pedals are gonna be your selection screen on most of the games, just like you would in the arcade. So I'm gonna hit option, and you're gonna wait a second, and it's gonna boot into like a splash screen, telling a little bit about the game, which is cool, the year it was made, blah, blah, blah. And then, if it's got some sort of setup menu, it's gonna do that. And then right here, if I hit share, it just put in coins. And then just like you would expect, the wheel's gonna be able to set your difficulty. I'm gonna hit the pedal for beginner. And then obviously automatic or manual. I haven't set this up for, manual, and I don't think I'm going to. Hit automatic. And that's it, guys. And this game actually does support the force feedback function, so you will get force feedback in the wheel, which is really, really cool. For those of you that have used that feature before, it's really, really neat. We're not gonna play the game right now, but obviously I don't have my foot on the gas, but there's a rolling start. You can kind of see the force feedback function, see that? Really cool, and I have it tightened down pretty tight to the CP, and it's working pretty good. It doesn't rattle or anything like that. But anyways, we're gonna show gameplay again in a minute. I just wanted to give you guys a rough idea of how this is all configured and working. To go back and exit the menu, well, now that the steering wheel is freaking out, you're gonna hit share and option. That exits you back. And like I said, you can just cycle through the games you want. Now, some of these games, the only thing that I should have told them to do that I didn't tell them to do is remove the bezels on the side. So when I launched some of the games, the bezels are still there. That's an easy fix. You go into actually in the last video I showed you when I was doing gun games, you go into mame, and then there's a force full screen, I can't remember, force aspect ratio. If you reference back to my gun game, it's the same exact fix to do it on this, and then you won't have those bars on the side in MAME. So anyway, kind of cool. Let's get into some gameplay, and we can check this thing out. So before we get into gameplay, I just wanted to level set on a couple things. This is absolutely a proof of concept. What is a proof of concept, right? It's you being able to put the pieces of a project together to see whether or not it's actually feasible to do something. And in this case, is it feasible to take an Arcade1up cabinet and make it a driving cabinet? It's in its early infancy. My plan long term would be to build around it, but the whole point here is just to show you guys what is technically possible, even with just some out of the box materials. Now we can get a little bit more crazy with this, and we probably will over time on the show, but for now, this is what we got. So I'm gonna go into some gameplay, and then after that, I'll share with you some final thoughts. All right, let's first check out some Cruisin' USA. All right, Cruisin' USA has been notorious for not emulating well, so we'll see how this thing works. I can tell it's not going to emulate perfectly, but it's still a fun game. I always was not the best at this game, admittedly. It's very, very sensitive, and I think I could probably adjust the steering wheel sensitivity a bit. This game is not set up for force feedback. I don't think it actually supports it in this, the way I have it set up right now, but I'll have to play with that at some point. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yeah, just ram the cop, no big deal. It's usually not a good idea to ram a cop, but hey, doing okay. 6th place isn't bad. We're about to get in the lead here. Son of a... All right, here we go. All right, 3rd place. See, guys, you don't know this about me and driving games, but what I do, oh crap, it's happening. So I fall off the train tracks. All my friends used to make fun of me in the arcades. Yeah, see, that's what happens. I'll be doing like pretty good. I'll be ready to take like 2nd place, and I fall off the train tracks. I get stressed out with racing games. I don't know, it's really funny. It happens with this, and it happens with Golden Tee. So my friends used to always make fun of me if we played Golden Tee because I would be doing really good and I'd beat everyone until we get to like, oh, damn, see what I mean? I'm still 6th, that's not terrible, but I just fall off the map. All right, so that's Cruisin' USA. Let's do, I can't do Crazy Taxi because I feel like I'm gonna get dinged for copyright because of the Offspring. Let's do Mario Kart. All right, let's do it. Fun arcade game. Obviously, my son and I play a lot of this on the Switch. The latest version, obviously.
To the attractions of Yoshi Park. The most talented driver is Mario.
Mario.
What thrilling techniques will we see?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Trust me.
Mario, a careful start.
All right, you'll see. So when I hit this guy,
Mario, shot an item. Hit. Mario, leg up. Mario, shot an item. These Pac-Man tires are now smashed.
another game that's really sensitive is this one. You just have to be careful not to make like dramatic movements.
Pac-Man is let down by the needle bomb. Mario makes a perfect pass. Mario
Dang it.
is let down by Basic.
Suck it, Luigi.
Makes a perfect pass.
Luigi. Oh.
Mario shoots the needle bomb. Missed throw. Mario picks up points.
This guy likes to talk a lot of smack. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
The race is at the halfway mark. Mario cut through with speed.
Shoot, I needed that. So I don't really know how to throw that behind you. I know
Is pulling away now.
in the later versions of Mario Kart you could. I don't know how to do it on here. I'm assuming you could have done it in the arcade. I just don't remember.
Mario is dominating the top spot.
All right, final lap. So I'm telling you guys, this is when I biff it every time, but it's not gonna happen. He said there's no way to lose. So I just gotta make sure I maintain, because this is classic retro Ralph, is I'll fall off the train tracks and lose right here because I get stressed out. I can't let this happen.
Mario, in top and final corner.
This is where I wish I had some game chat so you guys could encourage me, but... Oh! Yes! All right. Sweet. All right, next up is gonna be Daytona USA, and then we'll wrap this thing. All right, let's do this. I love this splash screen. Tells you a little bit about the game, tells you what arcade system it was on. All right, let's do it.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, this game has force feedback. It makes it like 10 times more fun, but rubbing is racing, baby. It's hard to drop the hammer because I don't really have it on here, but it'd be interesting from someone that actually is like a race car driver if these car dynamics are even like remotely the way they would be in a real car. Probably not, but I know some games are. I don't know. I can't say I've ever driven a NASCAR, so I don't really know. Go-karts, does that count? All right, we're not doing that great right now. We gotta get in this. Yeah, rubbin's racing, right? Taking them on the inside. This turn always gets me. Always gets me. All right, we're doing okay, guys. We got this. There's plenty of time. No need to stress out. No need to pull a Ronzio and squeeze between these guys. Always that turn, man. Always that turn. Squeeze in between these two, or not. Oh, whoa. All right, I'm feeling good about this. This turn is always hairy for me. All right, what do you think, guys? Can we get in this top 10 here? All right, last lap. We got to make this happen right here. Put you in the wall. Oh, damn. Okay, okay. We're doing all right. Well, 9 out of 40 ain't bad. All right, guys, well, that concludes the proof of concept video. I feel like it's totally feasible to do this in an Arcade1up cabinet. Yeah, it was totally cool. I think there's some things that we have to improve upon. Like, we got to figure out how to get these pedals mounted to the riser. I'm going to work on that. And then I'm trying to make this look more pretty. Maybe I'll drill a hole in the CP, get these wires tucked down. But I will say, and I know, guys, that PC is super expensive. And I'm not saying that that's the only option. You could totally get a cheaper PC, do your own custom build. I just didn't have the time, so I went with the Arcade1 setup. The nice thing about the Arcade1 setup is it will work right out of the box with the wheel, with the G29 wheel, and it's plug and play from that perspective. But also, you know, keep in mind, I don't know that it makes cost sense to do this on an Arcade1up, even if you did it on the cheap. So I may decide that maybe the driving cab should be a full-size cabinet, in which case, you know, then I won't be using an Arcade1up. I just wanted to see could we actually do it. You know, another thing I thought about is this wheel actually supports the PlayStation. So I was thinking you could, in effect, use a PlayStation to drive this and use your driving games on your PlayStation. So kind of cool. And this controller that's embedded in the G29 will drive those menus. So I may do a subsequent video showing the PlayStation inside here. So we may get kind of, you know, creative and do a couple different things with this over time. But I think between this and the light gun video I did, there's a lot of cool options for the 1UP that we haven't explored, and we can continue to go down that path and get creative with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel and you know, hit that notification bell so you can be informed of future videos. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.